welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. It's been one outstanding game from Tyreke Evans.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Pacers trail by 7.
And the Miami Heat have finished in the top 2 spots or better in each of the years the big three were in town. Last season that changed as they would end up 10th in that Eastern Conference.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Indiana, Tyreke Evans out there with Lavoy Allen. Then it's Tony Roten. Then it's Turner. And it's Ellis in at the 2 spot. And for the Heat, once the bullies of the Eastern Conference, they had a lot of trouble keeping up with other Eastern Conference teams.
Kevin, they finished 25-27 against the rest of the conference. Played under 500 against the East at home, which really negated their chances for the playoffs.
Here's Ellis, following the score by Luol Deng. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Ellis against Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Ellis goes in. Soft touch off the glass. Ellis has got 8 points.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And let's bring up a list of some of the NBA's hottest players. Among shooting guards, these are the leading scorers over the course of the last month. 5th, Jimmy Butler.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
And that's exactly what they do, overwhelm you. This is an aggressive attacking group. Each one of these guys is a one-man wrecking crew offensively. It's been a solid outing for Bosh. 9 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
And Indiana making a change here. Mahinmi's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
You know, for the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
Now here's Allen, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
As for those dry spells you mentioned about the Pacers, G8, they had a number of long losing streaks last season.
Yeah, as a team, they had 4 different losing streaks of 6 or more games, and they got hot at the end. Season-high win streak of 6 to stay playoff relevant. It was just too little, too late compared to their losing streaks earlier in the year.
And that one falls for Allen.
And the Pacers just missed out on the playoffs last year and would have to settle for 9th in the East. Hard for a team that has been so dominant in the East over recent seasons.
Now here is Lowry. He has 7. The dish now to Tucker. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Roten. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's Evans missing. And for the Pacers against the East, they actually played the rest of the conference. Greg, very well, ended with a 28-24 record, Clark, against the East.
The only team, Kevin, in the East with a winning record against the rest of the conference not to make the playoffs. Only went 10-19 against the playoff teams in the conference.
Here's Roten. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Butler against Ellis. He feeds it to Evans. Evans can't get that one to fall.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
We call that a collabo because everybody boxing out and making sure they secure the glass.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Rodney after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Ellis outside. There's a screen. It's stolen by Dang. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play here. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Outside Jennings. Pass to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Butler's got 12 points in the game.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Here's Rodney. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The feed to Ellis. Tries to snap the cold streak. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backcourt.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's Evans. He's got 15. And it's sent back by Bosch. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. And so here is Indiana, trailing by 13. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Ellis. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Butler.
First off, look, every year there are all-star game snubs, and perhaps last year Monte Ellis was the big one in the West. Hard to leave him off given the way he played for the Masters.
And Evans with a stop.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here's Bosch following the score by Indiana. Here's Butler, but they recover it. Here's Allen. He's got 7. Rodney kicks to Evans. It's stolen by Dang. 3-on-3. Bosch, no one around him. That doesn't go either for Bosch. For Monte not being an all-star, there are a lot of guys that could have made an argument to be there. Monte's was as strong as any.
Yeah, and his own coach said that Monte deserved it more than Dirk, his teammate. And not a shot at Dirk by Carlisle, just Rick expressing how valuable Monte was to the Mavs.
And now it's Jennings running. He can go all the way. And that one's good. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Miami.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. Lance Stevenson comes in for Tyreke Evans. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. Young is subbed in for Roten.
And guys, Brandon Jennings last season looked like he was finally becoming more efficient. He shot at the upper range of his career field goal percentage from 3 and the free throw line. And then suddenly the Achilles ended his season at 41 games played. Really unfortunate.
Now here's Allen. 7 points in the game. 5 to shoot. Rebound by the Heat. Butler's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, oh man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
The Heat making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. There's the pick. Up top, Jennings. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Getting back to Jennings last season really did start out as one of his best. Not just the improvement, Clark, in accuracy. His turnovers per game were at a career low.
Yeah, that's what we have to watch out for with Jennings. I mean, he's still only 26 years old, Kevin. Now, plenty of time to continue to refine and hone his game. I think his best basketball is in front of him.
First one falls for him. And guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game. Some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action, and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with his style of play.
And talking about Brandon Jennings, he has an endless bag of tricks. Keeping the ball literally on a string, makes behind the back, no look, and off the backboard passes few players would even try. That unpredictability, though, can make him difficult to check and often forces defenders into positions from which they can't recover.
Pacers trail by 16. Young with the ball. There's the pick. Stevenson outside. Pass to Turner. The jump hook. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
You know, Brandon Jennings is that rare type of difference maker, a guy who can jumpstart your offense without turning the ball over. That's a valuable asset when you're trying to line up the W's.
Lowry drives in. Tries again. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Here's Stevenson. Turner fires. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Turner's got 13.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Whiteside a screen. Butler. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Turner. All alone. Again, the miss by Turner.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
It's Butler that time on the assist from Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Turner passes to Young. They set the pick. Stuckey kicks to Young. Clock at 6. Feeds to Turner. Passes to Allen. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17-24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the postseason.
The closers checked in for Stoudemire.
One shot. One shot.
That free throw good from Allen.
And how about for the Heat having the best road record of any team that didn't make the postseason in the East? But as you said, struggling on the road will sink a team battling for a playoff spot.
The shot by Lowry, no good.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
From deep, Stevenson, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16.
You know, one final note, guys, on the Heat and their road losses. They ended up going only 2-8 in their last 10 road games of the year. That was a big part of how they fell out of the 8th playoff seed.
Here's Young. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Young outside. Puts up the baby hook. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And here's a look at some stats for Rodney Stuckey. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 11 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
And that one falls for Young. The Indiana Pacers had a solid season last year, given they were without their star for most of it. They played well at home.
Yeah, even without Paul George, they were in contention. How about 23-18 at home, which is really a solid mark when you consider they didn't have their 2 best players from a season ago.
You know, for the Pacers in their 23-18 home record, that was better than several teams that made the playoffs in the East. They were very tough at home at the defensive end of the floor.
Now here's Butler. 16 points for him. And the shot is good. And the Heat lead by 15.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
And the Pacers were 3rd in the league in field goal percentage against at home. Something about this crowd really drives the Pacers on the defensive end, even in a down year.
Now here's Butler. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Stevenson against Butler. Stevenson dishes to Turner. It's Young on the wing. He has 5. Back to Turner. Allen left side. Again, Indiana.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Outside Butler. Right side a screen. Butler kicks to Whiteside. And here's Jennings outside. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists in the game.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Stevenson passes to Allen. Young with no one around. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Jennings passes to the closer. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Butler with the steal. Kicks to Jennings. Four seconds left, and he lays it up and in. Jennings has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Heat lead by 15. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Heat leading by 15 on the floor for Miami. Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Lowry out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's the closer in at the 5, roaming the paint. The kick out to Dang. Three-pointer, Butler. Pacers with the rebound. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And he makes the first. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year. And as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
Allen's checked in for Indiana. And Roten drops them both.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball. Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
They get it again. Allen. And it's sent back by Bosh. Butler against Ellis. Lowry has the open look. But they'll get another chance. From outside, off the mark. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Roten dishes to Ellis. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. From 17 feet out. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's now 19 points for Tyreke Evans.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
And Butler. Oh!
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
The Heat leading by 15. Lowry kicks to Butler. Here's Bosh. The rebound by Roten. Roten's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Evans passes to Allen. Here's Roten. Rebound by the Heat. Bosh has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing. 4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And for Kyle Lowry, a guy who just has an unbelievable nose for the basketball, the triple-double comes naturally to him now. Top 10 in the league the past 2 seasons. In his short time with the Raptors, he's already their career leader in that category.
Pacers trail by 17. We're getting back to Kyle Lowry. The reason he's always a triple-double threat, Clark, because of his great work on the glass for a guard. Tough, strong, relentless, and committed to getting rebounds.
He's got the attitude of a power forward, even though he is a point guard.
Good
That's
point,
why he's
yeah.
one of the best rebounding guards in the league. It's his mentality.
Evans' shot is good.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And the Heat call time here.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Ellis with the ball. It's Allen, top of the key. Evans outside. Now here's Roten. Lowry covering. 4 on the clock. Here's Turner, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Lowry kicks to Butler. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And here's Ellis for 3. And it's Lowry with the rebound. The Heat leading by 17. And Butler, here we go. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 9th assist in the game now. Pacers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Roten kicks to Ellis. Here's the screen. Here's Turner. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bagels in the second.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lavoy Allen. That's foul number 2 for him. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Ellis against Butler. Outside Bosch. Offline with his 3. Pacers trail by 19. Evans outside. Dishes it to Ellis. It's stolen by Dang. Outside Lowry. The kick out to Bosch. From about 16, and Butler gets it to go on the assist by Bosch. 26 points for Butler.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Shot's good by Turner.
He had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
The Heat leading by 18. Butler dishes to Lowry. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Take a look at what Kyle Lowry's been doing. He has 9 points and 9 assists. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
And also, how about the intangibles? All the little things that he's done. That's also really important.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
And so he hits both.
Well, there were a few complaints last season about how the playoff seeding was done, most notably in the Western Conference. Portland was the 4th seed for winning their division, but without that division win, would have been the 6th seed.
Ellis can't get it to go.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply. He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Into the playoffs last year with Portland being a division winner, but getting that 4th seed, that played a huge role in this conversation about playoff seeding structure. San Antonio would end up playing the Clippers in the first round, even though both had better records than the Blazers.
Kevin, no doubt it's a tricky situation. Listen, you want to reward teams for winning their division, but every so often it comes at the expense of several other teams like it did last year who just play in stronger divisions. So I think that's something that the league is going to have to look at moving forward.
Here's Bosch off the left rim and out.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. You saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss. He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Bosch can't get that one to fall. Pacers trail by 19. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Outside Turner. Stuckey setting the pick for Turner. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. Stolen by Bosch. Lowry drives in. The dive for the ball. Right at the free throw line. Good work defensively by Turner.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Roten the pass to Turner.
What a night so far for Turner. 18 points, and what a tear he's been rejecting shot after shot.
Clark, he has owned the paint.
Turner, 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. All free throws good from Turner.
And, you know, for so long, the NBA has had 12-minute quarters. In last year's preseason, they began experimenting with the 10-minute quarters. Players seem to like it, but it would be a huge change philosophically in terms of how the game is played.
Here's Roten. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Roten's got 4 points this quarter.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Dang kicks to Lowry. Bosch against Allen. Bosch drives in. It's stolen by Allen. Now the Pacers moving it up. It's stolen by Dang. Butler dishes to Lowry. Bosch kicks to Lowry. The pass to Dang. Bosch a screen on Turner. Just 5 to shoot. Bosch passes to Butler. buries it from three-point range. Butler's got 29 in the game.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
And they need a timeout, Kevin. They haven't been boxing out like they need to, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance points.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana.
Christmas. Glenn Stevenson. Joseph Young.
Pacers trail by 18. Stevenson outside. He kicks to Stuckey. From down low. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
The Heat leading by 16. Outside Lowry. He dishes it to Dang. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Indiana's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. And here's Young. Stevenson outside. This one for three. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. Lowry's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Heat.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And making the right plays when they needed to, closing out this club for the second time this season, this victory pushes their record to 2-0 with 2 games left to go against the Pacers.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force for Jimmy Butler. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Stevenson kicks to Young. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Take a breather, gentlemen. 3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. And a new group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Bosch. P.J. Tucker comes in for Luol Deng. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Jennings in for Kyle Lowry. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Jennings, Stoudemire, the screen. Outside Jennings. For 3. No good. And Indiana will come the other way. There's the dish to Stuckey. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Shooting for Indiana, Rodney Stuckey. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. And so here is Miami. They lead by 17. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Outside Jennings. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, you were able to impact this game on both sides of the ball, making some nice passes, playing good defense. How did you feel about your game?
I just want to stop the basket. I want to do anything it takes to win, help my team win. Tonight, was passing the ball. My shot wasn't falling, but, I had too many turnovers, but I passed the ball well, and we got the win. That's all that matters.
Kyle, thank you. Kevin, it's not only about the offense.
All right, Doris, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
Well, when Butler's on the court, he's going to come at you in all sorts of ways. Defensively, offensively, this guy can just flat out play. Let's not forget he's an all-star, too.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.